How often do we reach our goals on average? The number is way lower than you'd expect. Only 8% of people meet the goals that they set out for themselves. You're probably wondering, why on earth is this number so low? It's probably because we are not setting effective, realistic goals for ourselves. Instead of figuring out what we need to achieve, we should spend more time focused on how to plan on achieving it. Today, we'll be going over 6 strategies to set and achieve realistic goals every single week. I'm Alex here with Jotform. Let's get into it. Our first tip is to look within yourself and figure out why you care about your goals in the first place. You need to have an intrinsic motivation behind achieving your goals. Setting goals based on external motivations like money, prestige, or fame aren't always easy to stick to. You need to find a deeper meaning behind the potential achievement. For example, let's say you are trying to complete your master's or doctoral degree. Your reasoning behind the goal could be to increase your earning potential. To make this goal easier to stick with, figure out why you are completing it on a personal level. Why does it really matter to you? It could be because it challenges you intellectually, or this degree could equip you to better provide for your family. Goals with personal meaning behind them are much easier to stick with than those without. Next, try breaking up your long-term goals into smaller weekly goals. Long-term goals are great for giving you direction, but they can't possibly be completed right away. This is why you should break your large goal into smaller, more manageable goals that you can complete every week. Let's say your goal is to write a book this year. While this is a great long-term goal, it's still a pretty hefty task. So, if the average book is 75,000 words long and you break it up over 52 weeks in a year, your weekly goal becomes writing 1,450 words per week. This is much more manageable than an entire book, and it's easier to keep track of. When setting your weekly goals, it's a good idea to set them on Monday, the first day of the work week. Ever since kindergarten, we have been programmed to view Monday as a fresh start to the week. This makes it the perfect day to set your goals. This is when you'll have the most optimism and clarity. And don't forget to take the time to write them down. When your goals are clearly written out in front of you, you are much more likely to follow through and complete them. An important part of setting your goals is making sure they are measurable. Let's take the example we used earlier. If your goal was to write a book in 1 year, then a smaller, measurable goal would be write 1,450 words every week. You are less likely to stick to vague goals like write a little bit every week. There is a ton of flexibility with this goal, which is not what we are after. When goals are specific, you are giving yourself a clear path to follow and you know exactly how to achieve the goal. Next, try using time blocking to make a plan for following through on your goals. Time blocking consists of assigning blocks of hours in your day to complete certain types of tasks. It's easier to take action towards your goals when your time is scheduled in this way. Before setting up your time block, take into consideration your natural body clock, which will allow you to organize your day around when you feel most productive. Ask yourself, am I a night owl or an early riser? When do I feel most alert? When do I feel most creative? It is ideal to block out times in a 1 or 2 hour stretch. However, you can change this to 30 or 45-minute time slots if that works better for you. And our final strategy is to establish an end-of-week ritual for reflecting on your goals. Taking the time to reflect on your goals every week is a good way to keep yourself accountable. You can reflect on the actions that you took that week and see what worked and what should be changed for next week. Another important part of reflection is celebrating your achievements with friends and family. Keep in mind that you should share your goals after you have achieved them rather than before. Sharing your goals before you've met them can give you a false sense of accomplishment and even lower your motivation. Celebrating goals after they've been achieved is much more rewarding and can motivate you to reach more goals in the future. You should also take the time to ask yourself some questions during your weekly ritual as a way of gauging your progress. Did I meet this goal or not? If I did, what did I do that was most helpful in accomplishing it? If I didn't, what was the biggest obstacle that prevented me from meeting it? Answering these questions thoughtfully can help you accomplish more the following week. So, to review, here are the 6 strategies that you can implement to reach your weekly goals. First, dig deep to figure out why you care about your goals. Break down your long-term goals into smaller weekly goals so they'll be easier to manage. Set goals for each week on Monday and to make sure your goals are measurable. Use time blocking to create a plan for following through on your goals. And lastly, establish an end-of-week ritual for reflecting on your goals. One of the best things you can do to reach your goals is slow down and take the time to reassess them. Make sure that you are working towards them for the right reasons. Follow these strategies, and you are sure to reach new goals every single week. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm Alex here with Jotform. See you later.